Right, hello everybody. Um, Welcome to my channel, Cage Combat and Fitness. Today's video is actually a request asking what's the best way to choose a martial art that's right for you. Also applying the factors of body type and adding it as well, intention of what you're looking for. So let's get started. All right. Now this question is kind of a loaded question because I feel there's not exactly one right answer. Just like in many things in life, sometimes you need to weigh the options of anything that you do, even things that you like, even things that you're passionate about. So let's dive into this. Now I did take some notes because this is something that I would probably like to give my best opinion on. And that being said, it's an opinion. Anytime I've stumbled upon videos that talk about what's the right martial art for you, they're all given out as opinions as well. But I feel I can give a give my good take on this, my 2 cents. So stick around and watch the whole video. Hopefully you'll get some value into this, especially for those who are starting to become martial artists, and even for those who are already martial artists as of right now, might get something out of this too. So, like I said, let's get to it. All right. So, brief history. Okay, how did I start the martial arts? So first of all, when I thought of martial arts, the main thing I wanted to do was learn ninjutsu. At the time, I didn't know it was ninpo or Art of the Shinobi. I just knew there was ninjas dressed in ninja costumes. Whatever I saw in the movie American Ninja or Power Rangers, that's what I thought ninjas were. Whatever I saw in Mortal Kombat, that's what I feel a ninja was. Until I realized now, as I got more mature in the martial arts, that ninjutsu probably would not have been one of the first choices I would have wanted. Aside from the awesome uniform they have, even though that's not their actual factual uniform of being a ninja. A ninja wouldn't have a uniform. They wouldn't be announcing to the world they're ninjas. Regardless, me thinking I preferred that style, there was no ninja, no ninjutsu, no shinobi schools where I'm from, no ninpo schools, no schools of taijutsu. So you gotta make the best with what you have. Now, the reason I joined the style I was in as of today, which is Shaolin 5 Animals Kung Fu, was first of all because I was kind of a bully right before my year of joining the martial arts, due to the fact that I was bullied. So since I didn't know how to handle my situation, I started becoming what was happening to me. So when I joined my martial arts school, it was because I had challenged somebody to a fight who was in the martial arts, and he was a student of the martial arts school that I'm currently in now. And it was because he told me that in order to fight me, I would have to go to his martial arts school, sign a waiver that he wouldn't get in trouble for beating me down, and that we would have to fight there at his school. So I agreed to that. It didn't happen until a few months later that I went to that school, because it was during school time. So when school ended, entering my freshman year, that's the reason I went to that martial arts school. Now, the moment I got there and I sat down and watched the classes, you could honestly say it was love at first sight. I loved everything I was watching. I loved the environment, the smell, the feel, the uniform, the coordination, every movement I was watching. And I was watching the class before my class, so there was a younger crowd. So as soon as the person I challenged got there, he told me in a kind voice, "Hey, are you here to join the class?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And since then, I joined the class, completely forgot the reason why I was there. So that's how I ended up in Shaolin Five Animals Kung Fu. Now, I could either make various videos of this, do different parts, but I'm gonna try to put everything in just one video. This way you can fast forward and see what you would like. So each time I change a topic, I'll do this. I'll put a number up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because this topic is gonna have various reasons of how to choose a martial art that's good for you, either body type or just necessity. So first and foremost, choosing the right martial art. Let's start with the most basic one, okay? Is convenience. If you're young and your method of travel is on foot or on bicycle or on a parent giving you a ride, convenience basically is going to be one of your biggest options, depending on how far you live from one martial arts school to another. So let's just say you only have one martial arts school. Join it. Give it a try. Now be strategic. Ask, do you offer free classes, tryout classes? Can I sit down and watch the class? Ask yourself, do you see any students there that go to your school that you can talk to and ask about the martial arts? See if it's effective, see if it's good, see if it's somewhere you might want to be. So that's one. It's the biggest one is convenience. If it's convenient, you might stumble upon gold. You might stumble upon might be fortunate they stumbled upon a very good martial arts school. So that's one, depending on your choices. Now, being given choices on what school you want to join, let's start with necessity. So what is a reason why you want to join martial arts? Now, I could say before I became a bully and I was the one being bullied, my reason would have been self-defense. I did not like being picked on. I did not like losing fights and being embarrassed in front of my classmates from losing a fight. I would say that, being embarrassed that I didn't want to tell my mom that I was out there, getting beat up versus, so I would tell her I was the one causing fights, because it was more embarrassing telling her I was being picked on and being beat up than me actually being in charge of what was happening to me. So self-defense. So if you're looking for self-defense, nowadays you have technology for you. Go safari, research martial arts that are high on self-defense, and that's how you scope out what schools are around you. So I didn't do that. So that's number 2. What is the reason? So I just spoke a minute about the reason of self-defense. So if it's self-defense you're looking for, a lot of martial arts within themselves do have self-defense. Even a boxer, even an MMA fighter, even though a lot of their movements are offensive, they do have a lot of defensive movements. Even judo, jiu-jitsu has great defense versus a one-on-one attack. Usually martial arts like Kung Fu, Sistema, Krav Maga, Karate help you with multiple opponents. So let's say you have another reason. Let's say you want to get into martial arts for sport. If it's for sport, most likely it means that you're going to be fighting. If it's going to be for a full contact reason, you have martial arts like Muay Thai, Judo, again, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, boxing, and yes, you can join other martial arts like Kung Fu, Karate as well, because there are tournaments usually around the globe. A lot of people throw tournaments as well in your own city. This way, you can enter that type of competition. Some competitions, for example, like in Las Vegas, or San Diego, Long Beach, they have the sparring in full contact, so you can take it up that extra bit higher. So if you're looking for it as a sport, then those probably will be the best ones. Taekwondo, very, very, very high in the sports arena of of martial arts. So that's an example. Now I haven't hit the body type yet. I'm still going by preference. So let's say you want to join martial arts for the glamour of it, for the acrobats, to show off the movements, to show off the flexibility, to display the power, to display the beauty of the art. Then that would be a different reason. You know, if you're not looking to make, because I've known a few people that only join in tournaments. They only get into the showmanship and they get into the forms or the katas. They get into the weapons, but they don't do the sparring, which is completely fine. You know, because learning the culture of the martial art and the history, learning the ancient movements is very important as well. So if you're looking for it in that manner, then look for martial art that has a very high in culture. Again, you got karate, you have kung fu. You know, I've seen Muay Thai have a few forms. You know, Kendo for the art of samurai. There's a lot of martial arts that deal with showing the culture of what gets passed down. So another reason why you might want to join martial arts, if it's not for self-defense, if it's not for showing the culture, or for sport, another reason why you might want to join the martial art would be how effective is it in a fight. Now, yeah, that might be probably one of the worst reasons, because one of the things is that you don't want to be out there looking for fights. But, you know, to each their own. Some people just want to become good fighters, maybe not for competition, but because that's just a skill they really want to increase in. And I get it, because I do dabble in this as well, trying to be a very good fighter, not just for self-defense reasons, but just for the art of fighting. I know I say it's not a good reason, mostly because I feel that martial arts are kind of like, you learn how to become martial artists, so at the end you learn to never have to fight. So there's a full circle, not knowing to fight to not ever having to fight. But yeah, learning the effectiveness of the martial art, of becoming a good fighter, you would have to join a martial art that dabbles a lot in contact, kind of like the sports reason, kind of like the full contact reason.